right, we're at Banning State Park. Yeah! Kind of doing a little mini hike here, getting ready for my 3-day or 2-night hike up north, testing out my thermometer stuff. So I have my Garmin Fenix 3 here. I have it connected to my Garmin Tempe. You can't really see it because it's in the shade. I'll turn it like this. Garmin Tempe thermometer. And just as a sort of, I don't know, something to kind of keep track or kind of compare it to, I have my Sunto Core Glacier Gray, which my daughter has been playing with on the ride. So anyhow, the Sunto right now has it at 75 degrees. It's inside the car in the sun. The Garmin Fenix 3 with the Tempe has it at 64.3. However, the weather app that's synced Bluetooth to my phone has it at 54. Now, I'm going to disable the thermometer, the Tempe thermometer. I'm going to disconnect it. And then I'll check what the actual watch's temperature has. And that has it at 74. So that's at 74 in the car. And the Sunto Core Glacier Gray's at 75 in the car. So that's just about right for inside the car. The Tempe had it at 64. It's a little bit chillier on there. Yep. So now I'm going to reset the sensor on the Tempe thermometer. Connect to that, let that connect, and then I'm going to set my daughter up in this backpack and then hit the road. Well, hit the trail, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm at Banning State Park here at 11:04 a.m. I got 23%, you can see on my battery. I'm connected to Bluetooth to my phone. I'm going to disconnect that when I get things going here. There's no reason to connect to Bluetooth. You can see, oops, hold on a second here. I'm going to set this up as a, right, as a hike. I'm not wearing my heart rate monitor. I don't need to wear that. There's really no reason. Exactly. You can see that little thing up there. It means that I'm connected to Bluetooth and I'm connected to the thermometer. Got to get going. My baby girl's getting restless. So I'm going to put this on my wrist. All right, once the GPS locks on. It's taking a second here. I think I have GLONASS disabled. Goodness gracious. There we go. All right, so here we go. You can see on my Fenix 3, I have 4 data fields on this screen here. One of them shows the temperature at 66.8. And you can see pressures right there too. Sunset I have up there. That's a good one to have. Exactly. But what's nice is you can see the temperature here, 66.8. That's linked to the Tempe external thermometer, which is in the back of the backpack here. The sun is behind the clouds, so it doesn't really affect it. Temperature's going down because it's not 66. It's probably about 58. But the reading is accurate because on my Sunto Core Glacier Gray, you can see it's 65 degrees. So 65 degrees on this, hanging off of this little strap. And now 64.7 on this. So overall, I'm very pleased so far with the Tempe external thermometer. And obviously I'm wearing my watch on my wrist, so you know, disabling the external thermometer. Exactly. She agrees. Traveled a mile here. Sun's coming out. What's nice about this trail is you can see it's rocky. It's wide, which isn't like the Superior hiking trail, but with all these rocks, big, huge rock faces over there, and you know, these rocks here, and then there's rocks sticking out of the ground. It's a pretty good little test, little warm-up for the Superior hiking trail. Over here you can see some water. Let's go check out over here. Yeah, a little bit of water. This is like a little nook, little area here. Wow, look at that. That's where they blasted it and cut it. Wow. Anyway, so you can see the readings here on my Fenix 3 on my hiking setting. Focus in there. Time of day, I have that up there, that's good, 11:31. Timer still going, distance almost a mile. Average speed 2.3. That's going to be good to know for later when I hike. Heading, compass heading will obviously change as I turn. Elevation, 101.9, a little over 1,000. I didn't calibrate the elevation on my Sunto Core, but you can see it is just a little over 1,000 as well. You can see the grade. I was going down a hill, so the grade is at -2. Temperature 59.1, sunset, calories, barometric pressure. Temperature 59.1, 59 right here on the Sunto. So, exactly. So it's pretty accurate. And then you can see the map heading. I've been going pretty much directly south. And get back to this main screen, get back at it. See, it's almost been an hour. Average speed, 2 miles an hour. So that makes sense. Time of day, a little afternoon. Grade is 7. It's getting steeper though. Temperature, 61 degrees. Temperature on the Sunto, 60. So you can see, it's pretty much the same. You know, that could be, the Sunto could be 60.9. There we go. That's my lap time. 31 minutes, 27 seconds on that mile. You can see here, we went down a spur and backtracked down by the river. And so far it's a good hike. So far, I'm very pleased with the accuracy of the Tempe thermometer. As usual, my daughter's making sounds. Elevation, 1109. Right here, it's 1132. But like I said, I never calibrated my Sunto. And it doesn't go off a GPS like this does. So, I'm gonna put the watch back on. Focus on this hike here. Woo! Exactly. On 3 miles, you can see average speed went up a little bit because I kind of kicked up the pace. That's right. My daughter's getting a little restless. We got to have a lunch here pretty soon. Temperature 60.2. Temperature 60 on the Sunto. Looks pretty good. I'm going to keep this on the watch just to oh wow, there's the wow, look at that. There's a little creek down there. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's pretty neat. That's Wolf Creek, must be. But I'm going to keep this on the watch just to show the oh, I guess not. Never mind. Anyway, go down here. The thing is held up pretty well. Almost at 4 miles. Almost at 2 hours. Time of day is 13:21 or 1:21. Average speed is just around 2 miles an hour. And now you can see ascent, elevation 1120, grade 1, going almost basically north. Calories is off because I'm not wearing my heart rate monitor. Temperature 63.7 on the Sunto. It is 61, so that's just about right. I think it's because there you go. There's my lap time, my 4th mile, 34 minutes, and it's going kind of slow. The other thing that's going to show here is pretty soon there's going to be an alert, a time alert. So you can see we're going back a different way than we came. And in a couple minutes, the timer alert will go off and it'll tell me to drink water. So every 2 hours. But so far, everything's worked great. I like the data fields. I like the time of day. I like the timer, the distance, the average speed. Average speed is good. It gives me an idea of what to expect. And I can kind of check my pace. The heading is nice. I'm basically going north, like almost exactly north now. The elevation is good to know. The ascent, I don't know if I really need it. It's kind of neat to know that I've traveled upwards 368 feet. Sunset, if I were on a real hiking situation and I wanted to set up camp, it's good to know how much time I have till sunset. Temperature is good, but I think it's changing now. It's warming up because I have the sun behind me and the Tempe external thermometer is behind me as well. Pressure is holding steady. There's the map, super useful. Gives me kind of an idea of how far I have to go to get back. Now, if I wanted to zoom, here's what's nice. Go like this. Whoops. I go like that. Oh no, that's not right. Oops. Yeah, resume. If I wanted to zoom, what did I do? I forgot how to do it. I hit the... Oh no, that's lock. Oops. What am I doing? What was the zoom? There we go. Up button. Hold the up button. Now I want to zoom. And I want to arrow to the right. I want to see how much farther I have. I want to arrow. I want to zoom out. Arrow down. Arrow right. And there we go. So I can kind of get an idea. I have probably a little over... No, I have 0.2 miles. That distance, that up here is the distance, the width of the watch face. So now I'm going to get out of that. Oh, I'm sorry. Go back to that, and I'm going to go up to this face here and look at the timer. Okay, in about 20 seconds or so, it's going to give me an alert. Whoops. My daughter's back there drinking a bottle, so she doesn't make a bunch of sound. We did stop for lunch at the Wolf Creek Falls, which is pretty nice. So, in about 10 seconds, it'll give me a special customized alert that I created for every hour when I'm out on a hike. Watch. Drink. And then it stays on there for a little bit, then goes away. That's super cool. I mean, normally, you don't have to give yourself a reminder to drink, but it's kind of nice to just have that there, just in case you get kind of sidetracked or you forget. Anyway, coming up on the crossroads here. Focus here a little bit. There we go. Coming up on the crossroads, and I got to pay attention. So, in front of the video. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Average speed 2.1 miles an hour, which is good to know. Time of day 1:46 or 13:46. Heading pretty much north. Elevation, grade, level path here. Sunset, of course. Temperature 61.3. Let's check the that is 60, and it could be just because the Tempe thermometer is on the back of my pack, which is facing the sun. Even though there's cloud cover, it's probably a little bit warmer. Plus my daughter's in the pack. You can see, coming up on the end of the trail, or the end of my path here, arrow zoom down and see. Oh, look at that. 5 miles. Oops. So that was my 5 mile lap warning there. Pan zoom, I'm going to zoom in. So 200 feet, probably less than 200 feet from the car. Perfect. So I'm getting ready to stop this. And as usual, my daughter fell asleep in the pack. So I'm going to wrap this up, and everything went well. I think what I'll do for the heart rate, because the calories are inaccurate, is I will wear the heart rate monitor for maybe an hour-long hike. Exactly. And then, you know, calibrate everything, or not calibrate everything, but extrapolate everything after that. One interesting thing to keep in mind here is taking this video and all this stuff, and well, not taking the video, using the watch on this hike for, it says timer 2 hours and 23 minutes, but I actually paused it for half hour or so for lunch. So use it for, let's say, 3 hours or so, and it's linked to the thermometer, and it has all recording all these stats here. I've had 2 battery warnings. So my battery when I started was at 23%. When I stop this here in about, I don't know, about a minute, we'll see where my battery's at. So that'll be a good idea too, to see how long a battery lasts on a, we'll just call it a 3-hour hike. 3-hour hike with one device connected with the, what is it, the Ant Plus or whatever, coming up on the car. As soon as I physically see the car, then I'll turn this off. It was a good hike though, really good. Great to have a little bit of verification on the Tempe external thermometer, using my Sunto Core to kind of verify it, which is good. Now I won't be bringing the Sunto on the hike up north. I think I won't. I might, but I doubt it. So anyway, I'm going to stop this pretty soon when I get up to the car here. And interesting to see what the actual battery life is at. But as far as the everything I measured here, all the little data fields, I like everything. I like everything. Time of day is handy. Timer, distance, average speed. The heading is nice in case I get lost. Elevation's okay. Grade is kind of neat just to see how high a hill I'm going up, or like how steep. Total ascent, kind of nice. Temperature is nice. Barometric pressure, but it'd be good to know if there's a change. Sunset, calories, figured out I just have to wear my heart rate monitor and, you know, extrapolate after maybe an hour-long hike, otherwise it'll wear the battery out. The map, essential. And there's my little car. So, I'm going to stop this and save it. See the stats. 2 hours, 25 minutes, 23 seconds. And I'm done. Look at that, down to 8%. So that 3-hour, we'll just say 3-hour or so hike took 15% of the battery life on the watch. It's good to know. Really good to know. All right, time to wrap it up.